two big focuses for this video. Focus number one, we've got the quarter-final in the FA Trophy, looking to get into the semi-finals of that competition for the second consecutive season. Thing number two, we're only 6 points off the top of the table, and in the second game today, we're going to be playing the top of the table, Halifax Town. How you doing, everybody, and welcome to part 11 of this Mycareer series here on Football Manager 2023. I'm Stu. Thank you for joining me in today's video, where we've got games against Notts County in the FA Trophy and against Halifax Town in the National League. And if you're excited to see how those games go, please do leave a like on the video for me and subscribe so you never miss any lovely Football Manager content from this face right here. Since you were last with us, it's been mixed form, but to be fair, you've got to remember, we got promoted last season. We are expected to kind of have a bit of mixed form this season. And the fact that the season's been as good as it has been is utterly ridiculous. I will get onto the table in a moment. But yeah, since then, we lost against Crewe. Sad times. We battered Altrincham. Good times. We drew against Aldershot Town. Remember that one. We then lost against Wrexham. They did deserve to beat us, but we did well to get back into the game. And then we absolutely smashed Boston and got a clean sheet. That's the thing I was really happy about. But today we come up against Notts County in the FA Trophy quarter-final, looking to get to our second semi-final in a row. In terms of the league table, wow, 6 points off the top. Halifax Town, the second game today, are the team we're going to be playing against in the hope of cutting that deficit by 3 points and being only 3 points behind them. We are looking pretty good in the league at the moment. We are losing the odd game, but when we are good, we are good. The last game we played against bottom of the table Boston, so take it with a pinch of salt, was exceptional. I was very, very proud of the performance. Gideon Kadura in particular, getting 3 assists in that game, looking sensational, looking absolutely fantastic. But we are looking good. I will say, I don't want us to get promoted, though. And I know that sounds a little bit weird, but bear in mind a couple of things. If we look at club information and go to general, semi-professional, local. I could ask for professional status, but I'm not going to yet, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But those I don't think help us. The amount of money we've got in the club doesn't help us. But let me show you why. We skim through the clubs in the league. Professional, 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 professional. Semi-professional, they're an exception. Professional, 2-star reputation. Professional, 2-star. Professional, 2-star. Professional, 2-star. Professional, professional, 2-star. Professional, 2-star. Professional. Professional, 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 semi-pro, semi-pro. Note that the 2 semi-pro teams are in the relegation zone. We have overachieved as a professional, as a semi-professional team. The only other semi-pro team is Maidenhead. I mean, compared to the rest of the league, it's ridiculous that we're where we are. Now, why haven't I asked about professional status? Because our finances at the moment are really good, but they're low. £400,000. If we went professional, all of our players get paid for the full week. All of our staff get paid for the full week as well. They're going to want more money. It's a difficult thing to ask at the moment with the finances. Now, if we get promoted, it will get forced on us, but we will also end up having to play at a different stadium because we're not going to be able to fulfill the stadium requirements, I don't think, with the current facilities that we have. I mean, it's a 640-seater, 4,000 capacity stadium. That ain't going to be good enough. So we're either going to have to relocate or we're going to have to build a new stadium and relocate in the meantime. So we've got to bear that all in mind if we do get promoted. So I'm a bit scared at the prospect of getting promoted, but we'll see what happens. But the 11 we're going to be taking with us into the game against Notts County. Remember, they beat us last time out, but we beat them earlier in the season, so this is the rubber match. The team we're going to be using for the FA Trophy quarter-final is this. It's Berry in goal, Cisse, Evans, Tizard and Williams in defence, Taylor, Dowling and Turner in the midfield with Kadura and Raymond supporting Overton up front. One big bit of team news is that Ethan Wassell is suspended for this game. I will be honest with you, whenever he's not in the team, I worry. And Harry Williams is very good off the bench. He's not very good starting, so he is not starting today. But other than that, we're going to put out a good team. We're going to hope that we can get, I was going to say 3 points. It's not 3 points, is it? Hope we get through to our second consecutive semi-final in the FA Trophy. That would do me. Notts County did beat us last time, which I was very sad about. For being honest, I was very, very sad indeed. But we beat them earlier in the season. We did squeak past them, though, and it is away from home, this one. So, take it with a pinch of salt that we should be better than them. I'm pretty sure in the league they're not doing particularly well. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And immediately they're having the better chances. And here they come here. But Evans does clear it. Looking for Overton. Overton obviously not very good in the air. Doesn't get it down. And this is where we struggle. When we've got teams that like to lob it forward to us, we can deal with it. But then when we lob it forward, oh my word. Oh my word, Berry. Oh, that made me a bit nervous. Poor. When we lob it forward, when we go against a team that makes us punt it forward, we don't have the big guy up top, but we also have this chasm. I mean, of course, when I want to use the formation thing on there, it disappears. We have this chasm between our midfield and striker. Now, sometimes we fill it very well with the players getting forward, but if they don't feel confident enough to get forward, we do sometimes struggle. Hepburn Murphy gave me nightmares in that last game against them. And he's done it again. Roshane Hepburn Murphy, the former Villa player, goes and makes it 1-0. We did not cope with him the last time we played. And he's gone and done it again now. I don't even want to watch the stinking replay. He absolutely ripped us apart in the last game. And he's looking like he's going to do it again. I'd quite like us to not have that happen. But we've won a penalty. We're not out of this tie yet. We've won a penalty. We've got a chance to get it level in the 38th minute. It's Gabriel Overton. And it's 1-1. Perfect. That is the best response. We've gone up the other end. We've won a penalty. We've put it in the back of the net. Game on again. Yes! Get in there, boys. Come on. Well, I mean, what a penalty that is as well. Great stuff. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Nice. Nice. Right. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. But they have absolutely outplayed us. So, we might. I mean, Will Evans is having a shocker. Taylor's not having a good game. We might make a couple of changes. We might even change formation here. I'm going to say I'm happy. Because, in the nicest way, Notts County, decent team we should be losing against. I am going to tell Will Evans he's having a very bad game. We might have to take him off, actually, because I've just completely ruined him. Right. I feel like we might go to this. Dowling's having a half-decent game, so what we'll do what we sometimes do. We'll move this about a little bit. We'll have... I mean, Turner's... Is he having a good game? He's having a decent game, isn't he? Taylor's having the one having the bad game, so really... Kind of need both of them to stay there. Bring Page on. Tell you what, we're going to make two changes. Page is going to come on, and he's going to play as the defensive midfielder like he normally does. We'll have Dowling be an advanced playmaker on support, so he's not getting quite as forward as he normally does. Keep Overton there, and Big Joe's going to come on. So we're going to make two changes, and I'm going to give Will Evans a bit of a chance. It's a risky one, but we'll give him a bit of a chance. We're also going to start man marking Roshane Hepburn Murphy, because with the pace of our defenders, I don't think it's the wisest thing to do. I think we're going to get ourselves a little bit unstuck. I don't really know what our assistant manager is going with these instructions on players, but we'll go with it and we'll see what happens. Right. Let's see if these two changes can try and get us the win. Hopefully it can. And we start with a highlight to us right at the beginning of the second half. Big ball forward. Big Joe actually flicks it on, but unfortunately flicks it on to absolutely no one. And Albinson now, their goalkeeper, comes forward. Baldwin launches it forward, looking for Langstaff. And Tizard doesn't deal with it. Forces Langstaff wide a little bit. Langstaff gets it into Hepburn Murphy. It's 2-1. And, well, I think we might be out of the FA Trophy here. To be fair, it's the FA Trophy. It's not the biggest trophy in the world, but it wouldn't be nice to win another piece of silverware this season. It would be very, very nice. Evans and Tizard both having shocking times. We are going to have to take one of them off, I think, as the final change. We're going to have to do it sooner rather than later. Cameron now looking for options. Going to try and get it in. And Big Joe. What a tackle that is from Big Joe. I was convinced that was a penalty. Joe to Kadua. Kadua running forward now, looking for options. He's going to go past his man. He's kind of going past him. Whips it in, looking for Gabriel Overton. Can't win the header, though. Hutton heads it forward. Page intercepts. Only as far as their player, though. And all of a sudden, Notts County, who just have had our number in this game and the last time we played them, they go and make it 3. We're so open at the back. And I struggle to see how we're going to come back from this, if I'm honest. I really do struggle. And we're going to have to take one of these players off. It's going to be Evans. And Williams is going to come on purely because he's not got the confidence. We're going to have to do that. I don't know what else we can do to try and get back into the game, to be honest. I don't know what else we can do. We'll drop the line back one. But But beyond that, I think we're out of the FA Trophy here. think we're out of the FA Trophy. And it is a shame. It is a shame. But Notts County, every now and then in FM, you just have a team. Doesn't matter what save it is. You'll have one team who are just your bogey team who you can't do anything against. Right, Tizard gets the ball here. Goes back to Berry. Who's, again, he's a good goalkeeper, but he's had some shaky performances. I trust him more than the goalkeeper we had last season. I will say that. Because he's not made as many silly mistakes, but he has got them in him. Big Joe goes for the shot. I don't know what he's trying there, to be honest. I really don't. Worst case scenario, we go 3 up top. Worst case scenario, we go 3 up top. In fact, I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go 3 up top now. Let's just go for it, shall we? Right, we've got Overton and Big Joe playing as those positions. I kind of want Big Joe in the middle as the poacher. We'll put Kadua there as a, maybe as a pressing forward. We'll put him as an advanced forward as well. So we'll go with those 3. Darling can go to one side. We'll have him be attacking. And Raymond can come in the middle. And I don't really know what to make. I mean, he's going to end up just attacking. We'll have him as a Mazzala. He can go out wide. And Cisse, I mean, this is a bit of a weird thing to go for, but we're going to go for that. And we're going to change Page to a half-back. He's going to sit in there a little bit more and try and offer a bit more cover, I would say. Do you know what? We're just going to go for it. Vontae Williams as well. He can go to wing-back as well. He can actually play there and do a decent job. And we're going to make him on support. We're just going to go for it. 3-1 down. We're already out. Let's just go mental, shall we? Demand a bit more. Let's put them under a bit more pressure and see whether we can get something from the game. Right. Dowling, looking for options. If we get a goal here, Dowling skies it over. If we get a quick goal after that formation change, it's all to play for. And we start with a goal kick in the next highlight. We're in the 70th minute now. Williams goes out wide to the other Williams. Unrelated Williamses. The Knott brothers. Doesn't manage to get the ball to a player, but we win possession back again. Vontae Williams now looking for options down the wing. Doesn't find them because he is the only winger out there. But Raymond now goes out a bit wide, but he loses possession. Doesn't manage to hold on to the ball, and the ball is launched forward for Notts County. I'm really sorry, Notts County fans and Notts Forest fans. Really sorry that I got them mixed up there. That's not good cricket. I do apologise. Apologies for cricket fans as well. It's not cricket at all. It's football. Kadua now trying to win a header. Doesn't. And Law now. No, we actually intercept it, but they intercept it from us. They go forward, and Hepburn Murphy's going to make it 4 here. He does make it 4. They are going to go through to the semi-final. We are going to be knocked out. It's been disallowed. It's been disallowed. We've still got time on the clock. We've still got time, boys. Come on. Let's do it. We have a free kick. Dowling looking for Tizard. Heads it towards the goal. And someone needed to scramble it in. But it's offside. And it wouldn't have counted if we'd got something on it anyway. The highlight ends. And I think our chances of going through in the FA Trophy are ending as well. There's something about Notts County that just does not allow us to beat them. Hepburn Murphy has been incredible in these last 2 games we played against them. He genuinely has. I feel like... Oh, my word. Yeah, now it is 4. Danny Grant puts it in the back of the net. No, it's been disallowed. It's been disallowed. The can return. The can return happened. We've got 10 minutes. There's still time. And I'm going to change the tactic ever so slightly in the hope that we can do something. Oh, my word. What is this game? What on earth is this game? I'm weirdly having a lovely time with it, I have to say. Right, Raymond is going to be an advanced playmaker on attack. Dowling, I don't know what we're going to make you. Box to box, sure, do that. You can win the ball. I don't know what we're going to do here. You're dropping off. You're trapping people on the outside. But we'll just leave that off. We'll just leave that off. And we're going to try and stop. Yeah, sure. Alright, cool. Try and put some pressure on them. Last few minutes. We've matched them for shots. We've beat them on XG. But they've just been more clinical. And Rashane Hepburn Murphy has been a large part of it. Right, we start off this final highlight. I'm sure it's going to be with a throw into them. Big ball over the top. Tizard. Tizard. Oh, my word. With Hepburn Murphy lurking about there, I was a bit worried. Right, Cisse to Dowling. We can get 1 goal back. I'll feel a bit better. I'll feel a bit better. And we might get one. Kadua. And for some reason... No one ran on to the end of that. It was a beautiful ball from Kadua. Kadua's offside if he gets on that. Did he touch it? Cisse's in the box here. And Cisse gets a goal. We've got time left on the clock. I don't think it's enough, though. It's his first goal for the club, Cisse. Page has picked up an injury as well. And I feel a bit better. I feel a bit better. That makes it look more respectable. The game is still not over. We have one more highlight. Notts County coming forward here from the kickoff. Can we nick the ball and can we get an equaliser? What scenes that would be. They've knocked it forward. Dowling's on the ball now. He's come deep. Page now on the ball. Injured Page. Looking for Kadua. Flicks it onto no one though. Neither Big Joe or Overton want to get on the end of the ball, which is really frustrating. And Hepburn Murphy now is going to get on the ball here. He's going to put it into the box, probably for one of his teammates. Grant's there, but Williams clears it. But we can't get it on the end of one of our players. We've got half a minute left. And it was nearly a worldie by Austin to make it 4. It's not 4, though. And I think that's the game. The game still goes. We're in the 97th minute. What is happening? Surely whatever this is going to be the final highlight. I don't even know what's going on. Palmer's gone off. One of their players has gone off. They are technically down to 10 men. Apologies if I'm glancing down at my phone. I've ordered food. Right, can we get on with the game here, please? What is happening? What is happening? What on earth is happening? Can we play? We're in the 97th minute. We're about to go into the 98th minute. 98th minute has been had. Cisse knocks it forward looking for Dowling. Cisse just absolutely hoofs Grant in the leg. And I feel like we had a chance there to get forward. I feel like this is it. We're halfway through the 98th minute. Brinley now. Taking a long time on this free kick. And that is the game. It's a noble effort to come back into the game. We actually were very, very close to them. Possession-wise, we were close. Our passing let us down. We gave away a lot of fouls. But our XG was better. We probably should be a bit disappointed there. But actually, we competed. And that's the main thing. No, it's not. I really wanted to win that. Oh, well, never mind. We're still second in the league. It doesn't really matter. And that's the thing. I said about bear Aldershot's the result against them and bear them in mind. Drawing against them really helped because they must have had some form of collapse. I'm changing the subject very quickly, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, from that draw, they've lost the last 2 league games, so they are having an absolute mare. They got knocked out by Notts County as well, so that makes me feel a bit better. Notts County, by the way, who are currently 13th in the league. I don't know what it is about them. But, I mean, they're just having a really nice spell of form. After having a really poor season, this spell of form here is really helping them out. Right, I am going to go away after that mild disappointment. We're going to hopefully batter Oldham, and then we're going to come back for that game against top of the table Halifax, and hopefully reduce the gap from the... I don't even know if I want us to win it. I really don't, but we'll see whether we can. If we can, yay. If we don't, well, we're probably not ready for the Football League anyway, but we'll see what happens. This is a bit of an oddity because I've not seen anything, but it's the first time we've been linked with a job. Remember, this is not a one-club save. This is not necessarily a save where we're going to move on. It's a, what would I do if I actually went into coaching? And the Crew job has come up. Now, I don't think I would go to Crew would it be offered to me? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't, in fact, because in the nicest possible way, they're 12th in the league we're in. We're currently 2nd. But I do think they are a professional club. Professional club with a higher regional reputation. If we don't get promoted this season and they come calling, we might have to think about it in all seriousness. I don't foresee that happening, but we might have to think about it. We'll say that one. It's nice to have that recognition, but I want to keep improving. That's all I've come back for, really. I still haven't played the game against Oldham. But we've been linked with our first job, so must be doing something right. A tight win against Oldham, but a win nonetheless. 2-1. We managed to get over the line. Gabriel Overton scoring the conclusive goal. Coulson having a really good game as well. Means we are still 2nd in the league. And 3 points behind Halifax. Yes, Halifax bottled it in the last round of games. At least I think they have. I haven't actually looked at this, but they must have done. They did. Southend pumped them 2-0. So, if we win this game... Apologies, quick gut for a cough. If we win this game, with our goal difference, we could be top. Okay. Well, in that case, your team for the game against Halifax that we're playing away from home, admittedly, is going to be Berry in goal, Cisse, Wassell, Evans, Woodthorpe in defence, Page, Dowling and Turner in the midfield, and Kadua and Coulson supporting Overton up front. I've already saved, don't know why I'm doing that. I have no idea how this is going to go, but if we win this game, if we win, we're not going to win this game. But if we win this game, we might just go top. What utter madness is that? Okay, well, let's see what happens, shall we? Let's see what happens. It looked like they're in a shocking run of form. Absolutely appalling. Let's change this back to the... No, I don't want latest scores. I want the table. We've got latest scores on. There we go. So, 3-point gap. If we draw, it's fine. A draw's okay because it keeps us within touching distance. To be honest, it doesn't really matter now. We're in the playoffs. I just want decent form going into the playoffs. Then I kind of don't at the same time because I don't want us to get promoted because I don't think... Oh. Well, that's disappointing. That's very disappointing. Very, again, I stand by him being a better goalkeeper than who we had last season. But we do balls over the top like that when we're set to shorter passing. And then we just can't defend this. And the keeper either needs to stay where he is or come out quicker. And he's caught in no man's land. And we're off to a really bad start. It's 1-0 to Halifax. I've got a feeling the gap's going to be 6 points again. Which is one of those. It'd be great to win. But it actually might be better for us long term to not win the league and not get promoted this season. Having said that, Gabriel Overton goes and makes it 1-1. Because he's an absolute G. It's 1-1. And all of a sudden, we're back to being 3 points behind Halifax again. I love football. What an insane game. We're only 11 minutes in, near enough. Right, well, we've scored one. Let's score another, shall we? Let's go, boys. They are dominating us at the moment in terms of chances that they've had, but they've not had many on target, so it's one of those things. It's not the most conclusive battering we've ever had. Right, Evans launches it up again. We just clear the lines so conclusively. But we don't actually think about trying to pass the ball. And we've conceded another here. And Berry's having an absolute shocker. We're going to encourage him to see if that does anything. But defensively, we're being carved up a little bit here. And it is a bit disappointing. We might have to change tactics a little bit. Because we are being very easy to get cut through at the moment. Berry's having an absolute shocker. I'm going to have a look at the tactics. Because we are very open at the moment. Okay, I've changed things around a little bit. We're going to drop the wingers back because I think the wingers have definitely been a source of issue. Page has gone to a half-back as well. We're just going to see whether this does anything. I have done one thing as well to try and stop the amount of times the ball gets launched up the pitch. It's probably not a good idea. We're going to play out a defence. I don't know if that works with a non-league team, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a go. We're going to encourage the boys and just see whether we can get a bit of a foothold on the game. We're going to be pressing him a bit more as well. At the end of the day, we should not be in the position that we're currently in. I don't really know how we are. But we're going to give it our best. We're going to just give it our best. We're going to tell the boys that they've been unlucky. Because they have been unlucky. And I think we either go defensive. Or we just go to try and score as many goals as possible. And my natural instinct is to go offensive. And do you know what? I've just talked myself into it. We're going attacking. Right, Dowling is off. Big Joe is on. I don't really want to take Dowling off because he's got some magic in him. But we're just going to do it just for the sake of the system. And we're just going to see whether we can just put them under a bit of pressure. We're going to ask them to fire up. They've had so many chances compared to us. They are a better team than we are. Again, remember, they are a fully professional team. It wouldn't be a massive surprise if they beat us. And then Luke Coulson, Agent Coulson himself, goes and does that. What a strike this is. Woodthorpe with the throw. Gets it to Coulson. Coulson doesn't even pass it. He just decides, I'm going to keep the ball. But then Wright gets it off of him. Coulson wins it back. What a goal that is. Non-league. Non-league. Are you having a laugh? That goal deserves to be in the Football League. What a strike. And just like that, we're back level. Early on in the second half. Okay, cool. And Aldershot are now on 77 points as well. So as things stand, we are still ahead of Aldershot in second place. But if we let them score another goal, we will go behind again. Right. We do need to make another change just to freshen things up. Cissé's not had a good game. I'm thinking maybe we put Wassell out there and we'll bring Harry Williams on in defence. And then I don't know what to make for the last change. We could take Page off. Taylor. We could bring Livermore on. Could bring Raymond on. I'm thinking about Raymond, actually. We're going to bring Raymond on. Raymond's coming on. Going to see whether that gives us that little bit of extra attacking oomph to get us 3 points against the team that have been top of the league for the majority of the season. At this point, I would take a draw, but we have got the firepower in this team to get another goal. But the highlight starts with them in possession. It's whipped into the box. Wassell heads it only as clear as Grewal Pollard whips it back in. It's cleared out. Overton on the ball now. And we might just have a chance for a final counter-attack. Say final, there's 3 minutes of added time as well. Overton has outrun everyone. He's gone for the shot himself. There was a player arriving in the box. He had the support. He didn't look up for it. And we've wasted a fantastic opportunity because if he squares that, it goes in. It's a heavy touch from Sol. He's offside anyway, and that's going to be the end of that highlight. And the question is, will we get one more? We will. Johnson with the goal kick for Halifax. Warburton now. Coulson intercepts. Evans on ball. He's giving it away. He's hit it into his own man. And we're so lucky there. We're so lucky that the shot goes over the bar. We've got a minute left. We are in possession. Berry now with the goal kick. He's shaping up to launch it, I think. He's going to launch it. Don't agree with him launching it, but he's going to launch it. 30 seconds left. Cook heads it down. Spence now. Turner doesn't even challenge for it. Big ball forward. Evans gets it forward, looking for Big Joe. Big Joe flicks it on, but it only goes as far as Arthur. Cook now for Halifax. Forward. Wassell with the header. Turner. Raymond. There's not a lot of time left. Wassell looking for the right moment to play a pass. Plays it to Coulson. We have got no time. No time at all. Big ball forward to Woodthorpe. Woodthorpe, can he get a cross in? He can't get it in time. And we end the game against the league leaders, battered and bruised, but with a point. We are still 3 points behind them. That was actually a bit sensational. When you bear in mind, they're a professional team. I believe they're a 2-star reputation team as well, from what I remember looking at. They are, well, they're not actually. Okay, that's disappointing. But they're a professional team is the point I'm going for. We've done very, very well to come back there. Very, very well to come back twice as well. Let's do a bit of tactical fiddling, a bit of tactical tinkering, a bit of tactical geniusness from me. I haven't called myself a tactical genius in a while. I wouldn't necessarily go that far completely. But we did what we did. And somehow, some way, that leaves us still second in the league. We are now, however, level on points with Aldershot. So both us and Aldershot, 3 points behind Halifax, who have shown signs of dropping points in recent times. That is important to bear in mind. So in terms of our final schedule of games, let's have a quick nose, and then we'll decide what we're coming back for. The final run of games, we have got Dagenham and Redbridge, Dorking, Kidderminster, York, Yeovil, Barnet, and we end with Eastleigh. So Eastleigh's the bigger one I want to look at. They're mid-table. Kidderminster looking like they're getting relegated. Was Scunthorpe in there? They weren't. No, York was there in the relegation zone or about in the relegation zone, I think. No, they're not actually, but they're not far from it, to be fair. There's a few games in there that are winnable. I'd like the thing that comes up near the end of the season that gives you the rundown of all of the games that are to play. I don't think we've had that yet. So we have a look. We have a quick look at Halifax's running and just see what they've got. So to end the season, again, they've been on an awful run at the moment. They're 5 games without a win at the moment. They've got Chesterfield, who we know are difficult to play against. Crewe as well. Wrexham were a challenge for us. Obviously, they beat us. They should beat Boston. Aldershot's going to be a very interesting one. And they end with Oldham Athletic. So it's an interesting run of games. But what about Aldershot themselves? We know they've got to play Halifax. So that's one thing we do know. Who else have they got to play? Wrexham, difficult game. Notts County, difficult game. Oldham, could be a difficult game. There's difficult games for all of us. I actually think we've got rid of most of the big teams that we would want to play against. So here's what's going to happen in the next episode. I am going to go through to the end of the season. Barnet, Eastleigh. They're the last games that we're going to play in this save. When we've played those, we'll judge from there what happens. Because, in all seriousness, we're pretty much through to the playoffs. That will basically decide whether we go into the playoffs or we go up as champions. I think we're going to be going through to the playoffs, but we'll finish those couple of games at the end of the season just to see what happens. Okay, here's what's going to happen. I've had a quick think about this because I've decided one thing and I've just changed my mind. We are going to go through to the end of the season. If we hit Yeovil Town and there is still a chance of us becoming champions of the National League, we'll come back, we'll play against Barnet, we'll play against Eastleigh. If we get to past the Yeovil game and there is no chance of us being champions whatsoever, then we won't come back for those games, but we will come back for the playoff games. Because again, looking at the table, there is a slim chance. I mean, that is what, a 16-point gap. We would have to bottle things astronomically to not get through to the playoffs. So I'm going to say we're safe in the playoffs, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to play on and we're going to see whether we have a chance of winning the title. And if we don't, we'll come back for those playoffs and see whether we can get the team promoted. Sound good? I think it sounds bloody marvellous. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, then don't forget to leave a like on there for me. And remember to subscribe to the channel so you never miss any of the Football Manager content that's to come in the future. I've been Stu, you guys have been awesome, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers.